first.
Steve, you're wearing a vote shirt on a night that all 30 teams are playing in the NBA. Why do you want to send that message that it's important?
Well, the league is really promoting it across the country, with all 30 teams playing tonight and none of the 30 teams playing tomorrow night. It's symbolic, but it's also, it gives the players and coaches and team employees a chance to vote tomorrow if they are in their home districts. And it's a great message. It's a great message for our fans and for everybody out there. So we hope that people get out to the polls tomorrow.
Is some of the issue with trying to find Kuminga minutes been that you've been trying to play him at the 3 and maybe he's more likely a 4 or 5, certainly on offense, and now you're trying to get him into that 4 or 5 spot?
Yeah, I think the first 10 games have been about looking at certain combinations. And I think we need to find better combinations for JK to play with. Obviously, he's been out of the rotation now for the last week or two, but he'll be back in there tonight, and hopefully the groups that we have him out there with will complement him, and vice versa.
Coach, how do you feel about your second unit and how they've been playing right now? Because, of course, the Kings have similar situations.
I don't think we have had a defined second unit. The early season rotations have been a little bit jumbled for a number of reasons. The minutes restrictions to Draymond and Clay, but also, really giving different guys looks. And so we don't have anything solidified yet. There will be a different look tonight and going forward for at least the next few games, and we'll give that a look. And I think the big thing is we're still learning our team, and guys are finding roles, and we're getting a good look at how we can best put them together to give us the best team going forward. So we're still in that process.
We'll talk about the second unit. It's been the young guys, obviously, for good reason. But JaMychal Green's numbers haven't been great. How do you think he's fitting in, and where do you see his role maybe changing in the future?
Yeah, JaMychal's a really good player. I think it's always hard to go to a new team when you're a vet and have to find a role, have to figure out a role, and I think we'll be looking at him a little bit at the 5 rather than the 4. He's such a good rebounder and a 3-point shooter, screen setter, that I have no doubt he's going to play a role for us this year. But we got to change the look for sure, and so part of that will be scaling down, looking at some smaller lineups, and fitting guys in where we think they might be a little more comfortable.
Steve, Clay played 34 minutes the other night. How much impact can he make when you get him to the mid-30s in terms of your rotations and the way you can use the rotations and the way you can kind of, I guess, juggle between first and second units? Yeah,
it allows us more flexibility. Same thing with Draymond now that he's back playing an unrestricted number of minutes. So it gives us a lot more flexibility, versatility, and we're going to explore some of that tonight.
Hey, Coach, with the young guys, I know you've talked a lot about they just need reps. Guys like James didn't get a lot of college experience. How hard is it for you as a coach to kind of strike that balance where you're saying, hey, it's okay if you struggle, but also we need you to produce out there?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of this season. I say it all the time. Every season is different for us as a staff, and we have to figure out how to navigate each one differently. And so a big part of this season is, continuing the development of James and JK and Moses and Jordan, all our young guys, and still find the combinations that make the most sense to help us win games. So the development has to happen every day. It's it come from the big picture. It's not, it can't be a game by game. Oh my gosh, this guy only played, so such and such minutes, or this guy didn't play at all. I'm not interested in that narrative. I'm interested in our guys coming to work every day. And if they don't get a lot of time one night, the next day at practice, we're going to have a lot of scrimmaging and a lot of reps. And, that's how we're looking at it all season long.
Kind of judging by your JaMychal answer, it seems like probably Kuminga and JaMychal paired in the front court off the bench. What do you like about that combo?
You're going to speculate and then ask me about your speculation.
Okay, what do you like about a theoretical JaMychal Green, Jonathan Kuminga front court combo?
I'll talk about all the combinations and things that you see tonight. But I'm not going to tell Mike who I'm playing tonight.
Steve, you crammed a lot of games into that road trip. How nice is it to not only be back home, but to also then have a little bit of a reprieve this week and have a lot of space between your games here? Yeah,
it's good to be home. I think it's nice for guys to sleep in their own beds, see their kids, see their families. I think the best part of this week is that we have these 2 practice days. We'll have tomorrow off and then two straight days of practice, which we need to tighten up our game, and then a great team coming in Friday. So it's pretty rare to have, only 2 games in a stretch like this. So we have to take advantage of it while we can with the practice time.
Hey, Coach, what's going on, Steve? Where do you guys begin to rehabilitate your defense and fix those holes?
Starts in transition. That's the very first part of defense is when the ball changes possession. And there's a lot of different things that we have to do better beyond transition. But the biggest one is just fouling. We are just hacking away out there. Every single game on the road, we are putting ourselves in the hole by giving the other team free throws, but also letting guys get comfortable seeing the ball go in the hoop. I think Jalen Suggs took 9 free throws in Orlando, made a couple huge threes down the stretch. It's a lot easier to hit threes if you can go to the line and get your rhythm shooting free throws. That theme happened over and over and over again. And it's us. We're reaching. We're constantly reaching and hacking, and we obviously I've got to do a better job of coaching the group and get them to the point where, we can defend without fouling and make the other team have to work harder for their points.
Steve, you mentioned scrimmaging at practice this week. Last time we talked to Andre before the road trip, he said he was going to be scrimmaging soon. Do you anticipate he'll be part of that in practice?
He's going to get, I just talked to him. He's getting a really good workout in right now with some sprints and a lot of skill work. And so he said he's feeling well, and we're ramping up his activity for sure. All right. Thanks.